Deep in Japan, there's a story that'll send shivers down your spine. It's the story of Okiku, a doll that's haunted. Her shiny eyes seem to watch you, filled with a deep, unsettling sadness. This isn't just a toy. Okiku is something supernatural tied to our world by a terrible event. Let me tell you her story. Our story begins in the early 1900s in the bustling city of Sapporo. The streets were alive with the sounds of merchants calling out their wares, the clatter of wooden carts, and the chatter of people going about their daily lives. Sapporo, with its rich history and vibrant culture, was a place where tradition met the early whispers of modernity. The city was a tapestry of old and new, where ancient temples stood alongside new shops and businesses. It was in this lively setting that our tale unfolds. Aikichi Suzuki, a kind and thoughtful brother, wandered through the crowded marketplace. He was on a mission, determined to find the perfect gift for his beloved little sister, Kikuko. Aikichi was known for his gentle nature and his unwavering dedication to his family. As he moved from stall to stall, his eyes scanned the various items on display. He knew that this gift had to be special, something that would bring a smile to Kikuko's face. Kikuko was a delicate child, often confined to her room due to her frail health. Her days were spent in quiet solitude, looking out of the window and dreaming of the world beyond. Her laughter, when it came, was a rare and precious sound that filled the house with joy. Aikichi cherished those moments and longed to hear her laugh more often. He believed that the right gift could bring a bit of happiness into her life. As Aikichi browsed the market, his attention was caught by a small stall filled with toys. Among the various items, one particular doll stood out. It was as if the doll was calling to him, drawing him closer. He carefully picked it up, examining it with a discerning eye. The doll had a certain charm, a unique presence that set it apart from the others. The doll was exquisite, dressed in a beautiful silk kimono that shimmered in the light. Her dark hair was cut in a neat bob, framing a face that seemed almost lifelike. The craftsmanship was impeccable, and Aikichi could tell that this was no ordinary toy. This doll, with her delicate features and elegant attire, was something truly special. Aikichi knew right away that this was the one. He could already imagine the look of delight on Kikuko's face when she saw the doll. With a smile, he made his purchase, feeling a sense of satisfaction and anticipation. He hoped that this gift would bring a bit of joy to his sister's life, a small token of his love and care for her. And so, with the doll in hand, Aikichi set off towards home, eager to see Kikuko's reaction. Kikuko loved Okiku. The doll, almost as tall as her, became her best friend. They were always together, their laughter filling the house. Days turned into months. Kikuko told Okiku all her secrets, whispering stories at night. The doll, a silent friend, listened to everything. One day, something awful happened. It was a day like any other. The sky darkened with ominous clouds, and the air was thick with an eerie silence. The family had no idea that their lives were about to change forever. Kikuko, the joy of their lives, died from a fever. She was a bright, cheerful child, always bringing laughter and happiness to the household. Her sudden illness struck the family like a bolt of lightning, leaving them in a state of shock and disbelief. The fever took her quickly, and despite their best efforts, they couldn't save her. The family was heartbroken, their home filled with sadness. The once lively house was now a place of mourning. Every corner of the home reminded them of Kikuko, her laughter echoing in their memories. They gathered to grieve, their hearts heavy with sorrow, and the air thick with the scent of incense from the home altar. They buried Okiku with their daughter, a final gift. The grave was a small, humble place, adorned with white stones and flowers. It was a place where they could visit and feel close to Kikuko, a place to leave offerings and remember the joy she brought into their lives. The family hoped that this final act would bring some peace to their grieving hearts. Time went by, and the family noticed something strange. The house, still filled with the echoes of Kikuko's presence, began to feel different. It was as if a mysterious shadow had settled over their home. The once familiar surroundings now seemed to hold secrets, and the family couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. Okiku's hair, neatly cut in a bob, was growing. The doll, which had been a cherished possession of Kikuko, now seemed to be changing. Its hair, once neatly trimmed, began to grow longer. At first the family thought it was their imagination, but the evidence was undeniable. The doll's hair was indeed growing, and it was growing at an alarming rate. At first they didn't think much of it, but it kept growing. Long black strands now passed her shoulders. The transformation was eerie, and the family couldn't understand how it was happening. They tried to rationalize it, thinking perhaps it was a trick of the light or their minds playing tricks on them. But as the hair continued to grow, they realized that something supernatural was at play. The once beloved doll had become a source of mystery and fear, its growing hair a constant reminder of the strange and unexplainable events that had taken over their lives. Fear turned into belief. They whispered that Kikuko's spirit was living in the doll. They believed Okiku's growing hair was a sign, a message from the other side. The family, scared by this, made a promise to Kikuko. They would never leave her. They took Okiku to the Manenji temple in Iwamizawa, giving the priest their scary secret. The priests at Manenji temple took Okiku. Understanding the family's fear and love, they prayed, hoping to calm the spirit they believed was inside the doll. Even today, people who believe and people who don't are drawn to Okiku. Some say the hair growth is natural, changes in the air making the doll's hair grow. Others see it as proof of ghosts. In Japan, dolls are very special. They aren't just toys. They hold a deeper significance that transcends their physical form. These dolls are often seen as vessels for spirits, embodying a life force that is both respected and revered. They're like homes for spirits, filled with a life force. This belief is deeply rooted in Japanese culture and history. Dolls are treated with the utmost care and respect, often being passed down through generations as cherished family heirlooms. They are dressed in intricate costumes and placed in special locations within homes and shrines, where they are honored and celebrated. Being mean to a doll is a bad idea. It can bring bad luck. This is not just a superstition, but a reflection of the deep-seated belief in the spiritual connection between humans and dolls. Stories abound of dolls that have brought misfortune to those who mistreated them. One such story is that of Okiku, a doll that is said to be possessed by the spirit of a young girl. The doll's hair is believed to grow on its own, a phenomenon that has been attributed to the restless spirit residing within it. Okiku's story reminds us of this, reminding us of the unseen things that connect the living and the dead. The tale of Okiku is a poignant reminder of the respect and reverence that Japanese culture holds for the spiritual world. It serves as a cautionary tale, warning against the mistreatment of dolls and the potential consequences of such actions. The story of Okiku has been passed down through generations, becoming a part of the cultural fabric of Japan. It shows how much respect Japanese people have for spirits and how they believe in the interconnectedness of all things. This respect is evident in various cultural practices and festivals, such as the Hinamatsuri or Doll Festival, where families display beautiful dolls to celebrate and pray for the health and happiness of their daughters. During this festival, dolls are arranged on a tiered platform representing the imperial court and are treated with great care and reverence. The belief that they stay with us, wanting comfort and connection. This belief extends to the afterlife, where it is thought that the spirits of the deceased continue to reside in the dolls, seeking comfort and connection with the living. Offerings are often made to these dolls, including food, drink, and other items to ensure that the spirits are content and at peace. This practice highlights the deep sense of respect and reverence that Japanese culture has for the spiritual world and the belief that the bonds between the living and the dead are never truly broken. Okiku's story is more than just a ghost story. It's about wanting to stay connected to the people we lose. It makes us think about life and death, the mysteries we don't understand. Even now, inside the temple, Okiku sits, her hair always growing, a spooky reminder of the unseen world around us. Okiku's story has been told for many years. It's a story whispered around campfires, a scary reminder of the supernatural world hidden all around. Okiku's legend continues, a haunting reminder of the mysteries that tie us to the past, reminding us that sometimes the real world and the supernatural world mix together, leaving a scary feeling behind.
But what's something people don't know about the mysteries of Asia? Let's find out together. Dive deeper into the unknown with Asian Mystery. Subscribe and hit the bell to never miss an episode. Join our community of explorers and unravel the enigmas of Asia. See you in the next adventure.